It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. The Crusade is back. The Crusade of Edda, the Edda Crusade, whatever you want to call it, is back. It is my favorite event that comes by, and every single time I play it, my characters, my roster is just a little bit stronger, and believe it or not, I've actually built characters just for this. So what is the strat, man? Starting from day one, you want to look at where your best characters are at. They're going to be in one of these 5 sort of divinity trees, right? For me, I'm probably going to go with the one all the way to the right, because right now, buffers are not necessary, right? Number 2 has a lot of buffers that I could use. Has Western Queen. Has Dio. Those are very, very useful buffers and debuffers for bosses. So usually, once you continue going, I'll do that at the end. But I'm looking right here, right? And I'm counting how many people do I have. All right, I got 6, I got 7. I could use Cassandra. So you could see I have like 8. And here, very useful characters, I have around 6 or 7 as well. Here, not as much. I only have about 6 characters. And how many of them can solo for me? See right here, Morgan's useful. Western Queen is useful. Here, I got tanks. And that's about it. So I'm probably not going to work on that divinity tree or a group of characters, because you could only really buff, you want to at least only buff one divinity tree at a time, so that you can focus on them and they can be ridiculously strong, because that's what power scales your characters. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the divinity tree all the way to the right, and I just got to remember who they are. Don't be sad. You can go ahead, you can look back. It's not like a memory thing. You're not going to lose that much time. But however, you do want to try to play at reset, because once you enter and you pick your characters, every hour you do get a certain amount of stamina for those characters. And if you end up logging in late, you pick those characters late, you're not going to be able to get the amount of stamina for your characters back, or it's not even back, just the stamina goes up. It starts off at 80 once you get the characters, and it continues going up. You can pass 80. You don't need to use your stamina day one, but you do want to make sure to pick your characters as quickly as possible, doing it like directly after the reset happens. All right, second thing is you getting materials. Once you do that, you want to make sure you pick a group where you have the most amount of characters, and one of the most important things to do is to make sure you could solo things with one character, because you don't want to waste the stamina of a group of 5 characters when you could do the same thing with just one character. So you grab your one character and you just start solo playing. But first, you got to still pick who you got. Now for right now, a lot of the characters I have can solo, and they don't necessarily need to be like the strongest character. So other than that, we got to make sure that we're going towards the right place. So we'll do a little bit more about the characters later. Now that you know what characters to pick, I'm trying to connect my tiles to anyone on the map. They're all your teammates. So, and usually they're guild mates, but if you don't have like a large guild, it might get matched in with someone else. You just kind of go in there and you get your tiles matched with someone else's, and then wherever their tiles end or wherever they go, you just head towards the castle so you can get to the next level, the next little tile zone that has a different color tile. So right now I'm going to use Marduk, because he just gets enraged and he just starts hopping to everyone and just doing solo kills. Now obviously this doesn't always happen to like regular gameplay, but for here he's so powerful that all he needs to do is get that like 3k attack. I'm telling you, he's a tank that's really strong. That's what he is. And he's less of a tank. He's more like a sub tank. But hey, for this game mode, he's really great. A lot of people have Susanoo in the beginning. He's great. Apollo, he's fine for this. A lot of people can solo, even tanks. Typhoon is a UR that I like to use to solo too. Lucifer can solo. Freya can solo. It might take a little longer. Lucifer has AoE, so he can solo easily. Lucifer kind of has like a fake AoE. GM, the twins, could do it as well. You could use pretty much all the characters here. Like, look, right here. Poseidon, he could have soloed, but I don't want to risk getting the L. But yeah, because of that little AoE that he does, and because of the potential buffs that you get later on, he can solo. But just right now, with 0 buffs, you can just get your guy. He'll do his thing. Look at this. Boom. Yo, Marduk, bruh. Listen, don't let this fool you, okay? Marduk at one point was ridiculously meta, but not anymore. Not anymore, my friends. But oh, it is so fun though. It really is. But look, right here, this is level 3. I probably don't need to do this, but I also don't want to risk getting the L. But it's still really good. Still really good. Not bad doing it. All right, and now I'm closer and closer. Like I said, Lucifer could probably just solo this. But here I kind of want to use a full team for a level 4. Level 4 and 5 are kind of difficult on day 1 with 0 buffs. But once you do get a little bit of buffs, you can probably solo 4 in the same way you solo 1 and 2. Like level 1 or 2 houses. But once you get to level 5, sometimes it's kind of difficult. All right, let's go ahead. Also, I think that these level 5 houses also only require 2 teams. But in the future, when you get onto other zones, level 5 houses might require 3. I might be wrong, but I believe so. All right, look at that. So here's the dangerous thing about Faust. You will win. It will count as a win, and you take over the house. But there are times where he explodes, and he does end up just losing. So, so he ends up dying. But look at this. This one singular buff right here. Now I'm up to 3. Just increases the attack, the defense, and everything else of your characters by such a large margin that I can probably do these level 3s. But yeah, day 1, you want to make sure you cover all 20 of the houses that you can own. In the end, you should be able to own 40 houses. And then, you know, depending on how many upgrades, you'll continuously gain 5 more characters. I don't remember what the upper limit for characters are. But yeah, oh, here, the fox that you see in the back, she can also very easily solo as well. So if I wanted to, I could have just soloed with Typhoon. Could have just soloed, even with the tank that I have there. Yeah, but then I just kind of slowly want to work my way up to the castle. And then other players will try to connect to my tiles or the other dude's tile, anyone's tiles, that are all interconnected. And then we could all just start going into this castle. And look, dude, reset like just happened. We're already ridiculously close to getting to the first castle. And then it's just up to people to not, you know, to be cool and attack the castle. Because the point isn't just to level up, it's to beat the castles to get to the next place so that we can get to the boss. And then once you get to the boss, you should be right around level 5 and max out all of the level 5 stuff with at least 1 team, or like 1 divinity team, or perhaps even 2. And then when you hit the boss, you're going to be doing it for max damage. If you feel like you're not very strong, right, and you still want to help your team, you want to get into, I believe it's the top 100 to start to get like rewards. What you want to do is you want to attack the little teams under the boss that need to be beaten. Why do you want to do this? Because that boss actually revives every 24 hours. After those 24 hours, do what you want, bro. Go ahead, do your RPG-ness, take over little spots of land and stuff. There is a requirement to take level 8 at one point, a level 8 land. That's going to be difficult. You want to try to make sure your divinity's at 5, which is why you want to try to take over some extra land. Like level 5 and above only would probably be helpful. Yeah. So make sure to do that. And then, man, get into the chat. Talk to people, man. We'll help you, dude. If someone takes over two lands of a level 8 and all you have to do is beat 1 team, it will count. Now, that might be damage taken away from the boss, but hey, most people don't mind helping you. So like, subscribe, and peace out.